Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It's time to move towards the question and answers. We have discussed the poem in detail and I have provided you with a detailed explanation of this poem. So let's do question and answers that are given on page number 24. So turn over the page. Here we have exercise A, understanding the poem, that is the comprehension, and we have 6 questions in part 1. That is, in question 1 we have 6-part questions. So we are going to discuss them in detail and one by one. Part A says, what do we learn about the horse from his appearance and behavior? So we need to understand the questions that are asked here, that what do we learn about the horse? We need to describe the horse in relation to its appearance and behavior. Something about its appearance, that how he used to look like, and about its behavior, that how he used to behave with others. So if you go through the poem, students, you'll find that he was old, he was weary, he was alone, he was shaggy, no one was there to care for him, and he was a bit sad. So these are the things that shows us that he was a old brown horse. From the title and from the words that our poet has described about him, we can write that we learned that the horse is very old, shaggy, alone, and no one to care for him, and a bit sad. These are the things that we have learned about his appearance. And what about his behavior? So the horse responds to humans' kind touch and gesture. He used to respond to them very happily. So this is the answer to part A. In part B, what does the poet ask the reader to do? The answer to this question, we'll find it in the last stanza. This one. Here you'll find, students, what the poet is asking for the visitors to do when you pass the horse. So if you pass by the field one day, just stop for a word or two, and with the old brown horse who was once as young and as full of life as you. So you see, students, he'll love the touch of your soft young hand. You can write the answer in your own words as, stop for a word or two and touch him softly. This is what the poet is asking the visitors to do to the horse. Then comes part C. When does the horse feel that life now is not so bad? When does he feel that still there is life in his life? So, when does he feel like it? You'll find the answer to this question here in the third stanza. Sometimes a friendly soul will stop near the fence where the tired old head rests wearily on the topmost bar, and a friendly word is said. So, the old brown horse gives a little sigh. It's a feeling of relaxation. So, he feels the kindly touch. He feels good when someone touches him kindly. So the horse feels good, or the horse feels that the life is not so bad when someone touches him kindly, when someone gives him a friendly gesture. So to this question you'll answer, the horse feels good when a friendly soul touches his mane or his shaggy coat kindly. This is the answer to part number C. So we are done with the 3 questions, and now we have few more difficult questions. Let's deal with them. Why is the horse no longer used for riding? Why is it not used for riding? We have to give at least 2 reasons. One reason was simple, that he has grown old. What could be the other possible reason of the horses that are not used anymore? So it's a general question, students. You'll write the answer as, the horse is no longer used for riding because he is old now. Number 1 reason. And number 2, horse carts are replaced by motor cars. You cannot see horse carts anymore or camel carts anymore on the roads. Instead, we have motor cars on the road, and we travel from one place to another in the motor cars or bikes or some other vehicles like them. Okay, so we have replaced the horse carts by motor cars. This is the second reason that why the horses are no longer on the roads and not used for riding. Then we have part E. Who might have been responsible for neglecting the horse? Who might have been responsible for it? Of course, his master. And why was it neglected? Why the master has neglected the horse? Now we have to find the reason for neglecting him. So the answer is in stanza number 2. With the man who was fond of him, but his master rides in a motor car. This is the reason that why the horse has been neglected now, that his master is busy riding in the motor car and he is not using the horse anymore for his rides. So the answer to this question is the master. Why the horse was neglected? Because his master was busy driving his motor car or riding his motor car. This is the answer to part number E. Then part number F. What would you have done to make the horse's last years comfortable? It's a general question, students. The teacher is asking for you to write your opinion, write your way of handling a horse when he has grown old. So how would you have done to make the horse's last years comfortable? If you would be the master, how would have you dealt with this situation? So students, I have written here that to make the horse's last years comfortable, I would do them the most good by keeping them moving and providing them friendly gesture. These two things I would do if I would be the master of a old horse. Students, you can write anything, whatever you have in your mind, that what would you have done if you would be the master of a old horse. How would you have sheltered him, or how would you have taken care of a old horse? Okay students, here we have completed all the question and answers of the comprehension question number 1, and then we have question number 2. Mark these statements as true or false. The old horse is pleased with life, is happy with life. Was he happy? No. So A is false. The old horse likes having visitors. Does he like having visitors? Yes, he likes having visitors with a kind gesture. So this is true. Part C, people who drive past are interested in the horse. Are they interested in the horse? If they would have been interested in the horse, why would he be sad? Why would he be feeling alone? So the people who drive past are not interested in the horse. Part C is false. And then D, the horse does not like being touched. Does not like being touched, or he does like being touched. He liked being touched. So this is also false. We have only B as true. All the other 3 are false. Okay students? So this is question number 1 and question number 2 that we have dealt with. I hope you would have liked the video. Please share it with your friends, students. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.